Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
Well, hi, I'm Jack Berry, and I'm here at the West Michigan Golf Show, and today we're talking with David Graham, who's the Executive Director of the Golf Association of Michigan, and the GAM is really doing a great job of growing the game. So let's talk about it, David. What's happening?
Well, Jack, we are continuing to try to get more people to play more golf in the state by putting together programming that makes it more fun to play golf. One of our favorite objectives is our GAM Golf Days. We're going to have 30 GAM Golf Days today. 800 players will participate in it, and at the end of the season, there will be qualifiers who will make it to play at the championship on the old course at Indianwood. So it's really exciting, and it's a great way for players of all skill levels. There's a gross division and net division, and it's very, very popular, and we'll continue to do that.
How many courses is this involved? How many weeks do you do this?
We're going to do this for 30 different events leading up to the championship. And so the idea is, let's give golfers who are members of the GAM the opportunity to play the best courses in the state of Michigan. So we've got 30 of the best private courses, as well as a great public one, Tullymore, participating. And the players love it. And so by being a member of the GAM, you not only get to have your membership include a handicap and a course directory from us and swing and save, you get to play all these great courses all over the great state of Michigan. Point of Woods, Muskegon Country Club of Lansing, Indianwood Old and New. So it's a great way for golfers to get access to great golf.
Well, you even had Oakland Hills Championship course, didn't you? That sold out in 3 minutes or whatever.
Well, yeah, that was quite an interesting opportunity. We had the senior Mid-Am team played there on the championship side, and it was so popular that we had to add a second course. Not a bad one, Detroit Golf Club, and we filled that up also. So we had 4 courses going in early May last year, and it was so exciting, so challenging, that this year we came up with a new format for that particular championship, which is the Donald Ross rotation. We have 3 Donald Ross courses, Groseal, Western, and Dearborn, on the same day, and to avoid that problem of selling out in 3 minutes, we're giving them a whole month to sign up, 2-man teams, and they'll be playing for that championship. And then the winners of each of those 3 sites will have a playoff to win the overall championship.
What does it cost to join the GAM?
To join the GAM is only $39, and the benefits, as I've touched on, include the USGA, the only USGA authorized handicap you can get, and then you get to play all those great courses through those events for all golfers. But we also have great tournaments that you can participate in. We have the Michigan Amateur. This year we have the Women's Michigan Amateur, the 100th at Spring Meadows in Linden, Michigan. A fantastic layout, fantastic championship, and at the start of that week we're going to have a champions dinner, bring back some of our past great champions from around the state to speak and eat and share stories.
Well, that's nearly as old as the Michigan Amateur, isn't it? Just came along very soon after the Michigan Amateur.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny is it was started by a women's group, and they asked us about 10 years ago to start administering it, and we've done it over the last 10 years. And it's a great championship with great traditions and great players.
Now you have a regular tournament, it seems like every week. Is that correct? How many different championships do you have?
We have over 25 different championships held throughout the state for men, women, juniors, seniors. Us baby boomers are really enjoying to play it, and so a big growth in the senior element. And we'll have over 120 tournament days. And when the dust settles at the close of the season, let me check my notes here, we'll have over 7,000 entries in events hosted by the GAM in 2016.
That keeps you busy, doesn't it? How big is your staff? How many volunteers do you have?
Well, you know, we have a staff of 10, but we couldn't do it without the volunteers. We have over 125 rules officials who volunteer for all these events. On top of that, another 100-plus course raters. Because, you know, we rate all the courses and say we're the only organization that performs course rating on behalf of the USGA. And we'll rate probably 70 courses this season, from the very tip of the Upper Peninsula down to the very southeast corner, and every point in between. And it's a busy schedule, a busy season, and thank goodness we all love the game.
Well, you're at kind of the agent of the United States Golf Association, so you run all their qualifiers, and you've got a big one this summer. Tell us about that one.
Absolutely, Oakland Hills. We'll actually have 3 qualifiers for the U.S. Amateur leading up to the U.S. Am in August at Oakland Hills. We're excited. We're partnering with the folks there. The general chairman of the championship is Lee Jewett, a past president of the GAM, and he's doing a great job, and he's got his hands full. I was speaking with a member of his staff. He's got over 80 different committees organizing it to ensure that it is not a great championship, but the best championship ever run for the USAM.
Well, I know that the Oakland Hills would like to get back on the championship track of the Open Championship. They've been off it for a little while, and I think they're shooting for about 2025. That's one of the most popular championship in golf in the United States.
Well, you're absolutely right, and it's a track that can support it. And quite honestly, the North course, with the renovations that they put in, is right up there too. It's only because it's in the shadow of the South course does it not get the same level of recognition or the level of recognition it deserves. But the South is a fantastic layout, and the membership of that club support championship golf. And I have a sneaking suspicion that they will get their number called and they'll be holding another U.S. Open. I don't have any inside information, but I believe it's in the cards. I really do.
Right. Well, that's kind of the reward for taking the amateur, and this will be the second time that they've had the amateur in a relatively short period of time. And they're talking about doing a drivable par 4, that water hole, the 7th hole, of maybe doing that one day. So that would be a lot of fun.
Well, I think that the flexibility that you have in terms of making these championship sites be more interesting, more challenging, particularly for match play. And I'll tell you, the field that they had the last time, Ricky Barnes and Hunter Mahan and Billy Haas, we've got the next group of fantastic players who will be playing in this championship. And if people have an opportunity, they've got to be there to see this, because it's going to be spectacular.
And they can walk on the golf course. There are no ropes.
Exactly. I mean, they can be as close as me to you to those players during the course of their play. It's phenomenal, and the quality is beyond belief.
Well, you've been very busy this year, David. I don't know how you managed to do it, and you even play golf once in a while yourself. Is that right? You sneak out once in a while?
I do. I love to play the game. I'm one of those guys. I have a regular Saturday morning group that I play with, and every once in a while I can do a little bit more than that. But it's a game for life. I started as a young kid. I had no idea that I would end up where I'm at. I count my blessings because I have a real passion for the game. The lessons it teaches us about life and dealing with other people and dealing with adversity and when you meet a golfer, it doesn't have to be the best golfer, but the grace that they have, the graciousness that they treat others, it's a wonderful, wonderful element that comes from the game of golf.
Now, did you start as young as the kids in drive, chip, and putt?
Probably not that young, but I was probably 9 years old when I got my first set of clubs and started. It was a hand-me-down from my uncle, and my dad and I played a goat track in Ontario on occasion, and I grew up playing at Chandler Park and had a blast. But the drive, chip, and putt concept, I think, is probably the best program that's been established to help develop junior golfers. And we've got 4 kids who qualified. We partnered with the section to help administer the qualifiers in the state. And these kids, they're really good. And it's not just the kids who win and make it to Augusta. It's all the other kids who are involved. And they just get that opportunity to experience the fun and the experience of that good feeling of a good shot coming off. The ball coming off the face of the club and rolling to the spot that you want it to.
Registration is open now, right?
Yeah, just opened up about a week and a half ago, and I think that they're going to set another record. They will have an ever-growing level of awareness and field that will participate in it. I think it's fantastic. Along those same lines, the GAM just established its foundation. We have the GAM Foundation, and our focus of the foundation will be to have programming that supports getting more kids involved in the game, particularly disadvantaged. And we're very excited about it. We're not sure exactly the programs that will get implemented, but we're well on our way doing some fundraising. We have the GAM Patron Program. Folks can spend as little as $60 and receive a towel, and it's a tax-deductible $60 contribution to the foundation. And it's all part of our effort to get more kids, as well as more women and folks who have not been involved in the game before, exposed to it and to participate. It's a real key priority for us.
Well, I think another participation event that you're involved in is one that I was back in my days when I was at the Detroit News at the Hole-in-One contest.
Oh, absolutely. At Whispering Willows in Livonia, every late August we host that, and we really think it's great. Anybody who's ever scored a hole-in-one in their life is welcome to come on out, take a couple of shots, and it's for the Patriots Day, and it's a great fundraiser, and it's a great way to help celebrate a great tradition.
Terrific. Well, I've been talking with David Graham, the Executive Director of the Golf Association of Michigan, and I'll tell you folks, they are involved in every aspect of the game. Congratulations, David.
Thank you, Jack. It's great being part of it, and I hope to do it for a long time to come.
I hope so, too.